Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. Exciting times at the moment in the crypto market. Very exciting times. We see volatility, we see some interest coming in again after the boring few days that we had. First of all, higher level Polkadot. We're going to take a look at good old Polkadot today. So Polkadot, after its impulsive wave 1 here back in May, it came down in a wave 2. That is, I believe, where we still are in. So after an impulse to the upside, your first impulsive wave, a wave 1, which consists of 5 subwaves, we did come down in a 3-wave move and a wave A, then an overshooting wave B, and a wave C in an expanded flat pattern where the wave B is overshooting the preceding wave high. And as expected, the wave C did come down into the region below the wave A. That is typically and most likely what you see in these expanded flat patterns. And in the end, it worked out. And Polkadot is actually holding quite well compared to many other cryptocurrencies. So same story with Polkadot. Yeah, I just have to say it in these days again, repeat it. The low could be in, yeah, because Polkadot did hit the target area, and all of these altcoins currently are working on potential breakouts. I'm not saying they are going to be successful, but they're all working on potential breakouts. And there is a reason for why we currently see this, let's say, potential turnaround phase. It is because they have all reached their target areas. And this is typically the area where those assets would turn around in a wave 2. It doesn't mean it has to do it yet. In fact, primarily, also based on the Elliott Wave count here, I would still expect a lower low for Polkadot at the moment. And that is based here on the shorter time frame Elliott Wave count. There are 2 scenarios that can unfold here, or 2 key scenarios that I'm actually looking at from a corrective point of view. There is a bullish scenario as well, but at the moment I can't see it yet, to be honest. Yeah, I can't see it yet really. Both key scenarios I'm looking at, they are still bearish. I would give a potential bullish breakout really only a 20 to 25% probability at the moment. I still primarily expect a lower low, especially here. Polkadot hasn't even made a higher high. Some other cryptos like Bitcoin, they actually have made a higher high, but Polkadot not yet. So at the moment, I still expect this to be a corrective wave 4. The structure also would rather confirm here a correction, yeah, that we are still in a correction. And I'm looking at 2 key scenarios here at the moment. One scenario would just be, again, that what we had in the last few days already, some kind of a symmetrical triangle, an extended triangle, an Elliott Wave triangle, where we would see all of this here. Here as a wave A, we come down in a wave B, we move up in a wave C, then we will come down in a wave D next, and then we will have another wave E to the upside before we break out to the downside of that triangle. So this is one very, very likely scenario here. Wave A, B, C could be complete now, could also move all the way up to the wave A high at $11.80. Then we could come down in a wave D, move up in a wave E. Very, very important. The wave E cannot go higher than the wave C, and the wave C cannot go higher than the wave A in a triangle. Yeah, and the wave D can't go lower than the wave B. Yeah, so that's what we are currently looking at here. Is this my primary scenario? To be honest, it's pretty much 50-50 with the other one. The outcome would be very similar, but they're both sort of bearish scenarios, yeah, corrective scenarios where we're currently here in a wave 4 still hover around. The triangle is a corrective pattern oftentimes happening in a wave 4, therefore I'm looking at this here with a high likelihood. In this scenario, the wave 4 would be finished here where the wave E ends, so we would expect one more move down and a move up. So if we break above $11.80, I would consider the same wave pattern that we have for Bitcoin at the moment, where actually the wave 4 could end a little bit higher, but this would only be likely above $11.80, where we actually have a WXY pattern, a so-called double zigzag pattern here. So it's a more complex correction, WXY, again a 3-wave move, which then would move a bit higher, yeah. So in this wave Y, where would that end? Well, one possible target for a wave Y is actually the 100% extension of the wave W. So we can actually take the length of the wave W, and we add it here to the wave X low, and then we get the target for the wave Y, and one target for that would be the $13.19 level. Now this is where I would expect the price to land should it break above $11.80. But this is only one price point, so where else could we expect the price to land? Let's take a look at that, and we will use here, let me just do that. I think we had here on the chart the Fibonacci retracement levels, and if I count this as a wave 3, I think I had on the chart, I need to add it to the chart here once more, but this was a wave 1, wave 2 coming down to wave 3. So we are doing it from the peak here to the wave 3 low, and we count the Fib retracements, and again, you would normally expect a wave 4 to reach the area between the 38.2% Fib level and the 50% Fib retracement level. So this is, in this case, between $11.95 and $13.41. And I believe the wave Y would then, the first target that I showed you is pretty much here at the upper end of this retracement area. So confluence of factors here. So a WXY here would actually make sense, but between the triangle and the WXY, I don't know which one is going to work out. Again, we've got various options how this can unfold, and I clearly told you above which level we will need to look at the wave WXY. But after this, then we would expect a meltdown to the downside and to reach here possibly the lower end of this yellow target area for the overall correction here of Polkadot. After which then we would expect a breakout to the upside. How likely is it that Polkadot is already breaking out? Well, not too unlikely, but you know, depending on what you see is likely, not likely. It obviously hit the overall target area for the correction, so it has done what it needs to do in this correction. But we would need to see for that an impulsive wave to the upside, and that would need some more upside. And as soon as I can see something in the chart, coupled with some positive indicator signals, maybe a long signal, maybe some more volume, then I will of course make you aware. But as soon as we hit the low, which again could be I have to say that, because we reached the overall target that we already had on the chart since the end of November. We then could, after the correction is over, we can move up in a wave 3, because remember, this was a wave 1 coming down in a wave 2. Next wave would be a wave 3 ideally, and that should we break above the all-time high, it should take us to at least $87. And let's be honest, if you buy at $10 or $15, if you reach in the end 87 or 95 or 106, it probably doesn't matter too much, will it? So that's my view about Polkadot here at the moment. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.